Hello and welcome back. In previous video, we discussed the different types of a sentence on the basis of its function. But today we are going to discuss the different types of sentence on the basis of its structure. So these are simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, and compound complex sentence. Let's break these down. Before going deep into the types of sentence, we need to know about clause. That what is a clause? A clause is a group of words that form a part of sentence and has a subject and predicate. Normally we can say a subject and a verb. So this is called a clause. A clause, a subject and a verb, and that forms a part of a sentence. Now we can move to the types of sentence. Number one, simple sentence. A simple sentence consists of a single independent clause, which means a free clause. So independent clause means free clause, a subject and a predicate. So this is called simple sentence. And we use this type sentence when we make something clear or approach directly to the point. Look at the examples. The sun was shiny. The sun was shiny. A subject and a predicate. The sun was shiny. I heard of his arrival. A subject. I heard of his arrival. A predicate. So this is what we call simple sentence or simple sentences. Number two, compound sentences. A compound sentence joins two or more than two independent clauses. Two or more than two independent clauses. One independent, another independent. We tend to join them. Now, the use of this type of sentence is to connect two or more than two related ideas of equal importance. To relate ideas of equal importance. Now, how can we join these independent clauses? One independent clause, another independent clause. What we need to join them? So we have three methods. Method number one, with the help of coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunctions are fanboys. So if we put a coordinating conjunction in order to join two independent clauses, we need to put a comma before the coordinating conjunction. For example, I love to play cricket. My friend enjoys swimming. Right? These are equal ideas. Now, if we want to join them with coordinating conjunction and, like, I love to play cricket and my friend enjoys swimming. So, if we are joining them with a coordinating conjunction, we need to put a comma before the end. I love to play cricket and my friend enjoys swimming. Method number two, to join them with a semicolon. So if we join two independent clauses with equal ideas, we can put a semicolon in between them. For example, I have a presentation tomorrow. I have a presentation tomorrow. One independent clause. I need to prepare notes. These are of equal ideas, right? And when we join them with semicolon, we just need to put a semicolon in between them. I have a presentation tomorrow. I need to prepare notes. So add a semicolon. Method number three, with a conjunctive adverb, such as however, therefore, moreover, for example. When we join two independent clauses of equal ideas with a conjunctive adverb, we need to put a semicolon before the conjunctive adverb and a comma after the conjunctive adverb. Let's have example to learn it easily. For example, I wanted to buy shoes. I couldn't go to the market. Right? Now, if we join these two independent clauses with the help of conjunctive adverb, we need to put a semicolon before the conjunctive adverb and a comma after the conjunctive adverb. So, I wanted to buy shoes. However, I couldn't go to the market. So I wanted to buy shoes, however, I couldn't go to the market. Number three, complex sentences. A complex sentence contains one independent clause and at least one dependent clause, or also called subordinate clause, because it starts with a subordinator like because, since, if, although, etc. The use of this type of sentence is to provide additional information like cause, time, or situation. Let's have an example. Although it was raining, he went to his office. First one, dependent clause are also called subordinate clause because it is started with although. Although is a subordinator. And the second, independent clause. So this is what we call complex sentence. A complex sentence having independent clause and dependent clause. Number 4, compound complex sentences. A sentence that combines at least two independent clauses and one dependent clause or subordinate clause. What I said, at least two independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. For instance, when I reached home, there was no one, so I prepared food myself. So the first dependent clause, when I reached home, started from a subordinator, so also called subordinative clause. When I reached home, there was no one. The independent clause, there was no one. The second independent clause, so I prepared food myself. So is the coordinating conjunction, right? So when we try to punctuate this type of sentence, we will follow the same rule as compound sentence and complex sentence.